coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. That was fast one. I know it. What's up, man? Big love to everybody out there who support the movement. Big love to all my subscribers. Make sure you check your subscription. Skullduggery is in full effect. Big love to everybody who with the membership. Y'all know what's going on over there. Yeah, you ain't never seen nothing like that before. You ain't never heard nothing like that before. So if you ain't got the membership, man, do yourself a favor, man, and tap in. We got the best content for the lowest prices over there. I ain't lying to ya. You heard me? You don't believe me? Ask somebody. Listen, man, I'm going to give y'all youngins out here some really good advice, man. First of all, you don't never want to be out here, put yourself in a position to go to prison. That's number one. Number two, if you do go to prison and you out here messing with these gangs and this, that, and the third, I think personally it is ill-advised to be in a gang while you are doing time in prison. I think it's ill-advised to be in a gang, period. But from my observation, man, being in a gang in prison, man, is more detrimental to you than it is helpful to you. I know a lot of dudes think they join the gangs while they're in prison, man, to keep the weight up off of them, to keep this up off of them. But in my experiences, man, I'm telling you right now, the most gang dudes that I seen in prison to get messed up, bust up, hurt, in dire situations, it come from their own people. That is a fact, man. It comes from their own people because it serves a purpose, but it's counterproductive. Okay, you might not have nobody trying to extort you. You might not have nobody trying to, you know what I'm saying, take your manhood or whatever because they're going to have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the gang dudes. But at the same time, the gang dudes that I've been around, they inflict more pain on their comrades than they do on anybody else. Anybody else, man, they got these violations. They got this, they get word from the street and get a bad bone on you or a false rumor. They jumping on you before they find out. They get somebody to send word to the next person, say, oh, hey, your man ain't right, woo-woo-woo. They on your top. And it's crazy to me. And I think they do that too to it's a method to their madness, man. I think personally, I could be wrong, but I think they do that to send messages to everybody else that they will and they are capable of violence without actually having a threat against them. You see what I'm saying? It's like when you growing up and you fight your brother all hard and everything, you know what I'm saying? And you get out in the street and you scared to fight other people. Why? Because you know your brother is not going to inflict the same harm on you as these people out here in the street because they don't care nothing about you. So I think that's the same type of method. They're trying to display that they will be violent, but they're doing it to their own kind just because they don't have the threat coming back at them. Why? Because the person that they jumping on, who got his back? The same people that's jumping on them. You see what I'm saying? So it's counterproductive, man. And on top of that, not to mention that now, you know, when they started all this gang stuff in Virginia, you got to realize it wasn't no gangs in Virginia. So they got a whole gang task force. Now these people have labeled you. So anything that you do get into, even if it's your own personal situation with your celly or something, they putting you under gang rules where you can possibly end up back in courtroom getting some more time and staying in prison even longer. You did? So it's just a crazy situation, man, that I don't think people are really looking at in its totality before they get themselves involved with it. I think they look at it to get involved with it for certain benefits, but find out that, you know what I'm saying, it's more detrimental to you than it is beneficial. Because I done seen some dudes get brutalized, man. I mean, brutalized by their own people. I done seen dudes get brutalized by their own people and come to find out off of false information. The information that they received was not adequate. And they done already jumped on you. They done already hurt you. And I just think that's just the biggest form of betrayal that you could have, man, to get stomped out and beat up by your own brother. You walk with these people every day. You ready to go to war with these people every day. You ready to put your freedom on the line because anything that you get involved with, you can stay in prison and extend your sentence even longer. You ready to do all this for these people, and these are the people that turn around and hurt you. These are the people that turn around and do the things to you that you're afraid of being done to you by somebody else in the prison. This is why you join them. But these are the people that's going to do this to you. Straight up. I'm telling you, I done seen it, man. And I've seen it multiple times. And I left in 2020, so it was really starting to get thick in there with the gangs probably by 20... I don't know, man. I want to say maybe by 2000, maybe 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 10 or a little bit before then, where you could really see the impact of it. Because by then, every camp you went on got a whole flock of gang members. You got a lot of Bloods, you got a lot of Crips, you got a few GDs, you know. And it just started growing and growing and growing. By the time that I left prison, man, especially up there in the mountains, man, they was super thick because they was trying to weed them out and put them all up there in the mountains, which was impossible because it became so many of them. But when you do go up in the mountains, you're going to be around a lot of them. So it's like they really do run the institution as far as numbers. You know what I'm saying? But they was up there busting up their own kind, you know. And I can remember this incident specifically. This dude, man, he was with him. You know, we got probably, the part I was in at this time, we probably got at least 16 to 20 of them jokers in there. You understand me? You talking about 16 to 20 out of probably 80 people in the block. That's a lot. That's the more or less, that's the majority. You know what I'm saying? Of one group. So they all got a leader and they all walk together every day. They all, you know, they congregate when we go outside on the yard. They get together, they politic, they, you know what I'm saying? I guess they getting their ducks in a row for whatever, you know what I'm saying? Caper they get ready to pull, whatever move they get ready to pull. They already trying to, you know, commandeer the phones, they done commandeers the showers, you know, putting a little pressure on a couple of the weak dudes, getting a little extortion game going on. So they all in this collective group together every day. If they go to war, they jumping on dudes, which was rare, you know what I'm saying, because we up here, they popping that pistol. But they will jump on you up there because they gonna tell you to go do something to somebody else. So you could be one of the low dudes on the totem pole and they tell you to go do something. You gotta go do that. Or they gonna put the beats by Dre on you. Now you gotta go do that and get shot and deal with whoever you got to jump on to, all of that, and take the punishment for it, and you might not even be around them no more. Man, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. I'm not doing that. I'm not taking no orders from no man that's gonna affect my life, my health, you know what I'm saying, my freedom, and you is okay over here in the cut. No, man, that's insanity. You did? But that's how they move in there. But anyway, so they moving in that little group like that, and somebody from the street sent some word in about one of the dudes that they around. I seen this a couple of times, but this incident in particular, this dude was really in the fold, really in the mix with him. He like one of the main ones is moving and ready to pop, you know what I'm saying, ready to go whenever they ready to go against whoever they ready to go against, even if it's the police. He one of them. He a real live top soldier, right? But some bad information come in about him. Then he done did some fugazi stuff, you know what I'm saying, on the street, probably told on somebody or something like that. That's what the rumor was. I heard two different things, but I'm going with the fact that they say he told on somebody and, you know, he's a rat, which is crazy because a lot of them in there done testified on people and told on something. They just don't know it. So when they find out, I guess by whoever sent the word in had more authority over whoever was running this group of dudes. So they said, man, he got to go. You know what I'm saying? He got to go. Now, the lead dude done spread the word to the rest of them. Then he got to go, and when they going to pull this move and how they going to pull this move. So now everybody know but him. And he a part of them, but everybody know but him. They plotting on him. So these dudes is laughing in your face, eating with you every day, kicking it with you every day. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go to war with you. And now they plotting on you and you don't even know it. So they had to wait, and they waited. So they probably had this news for a week, but they waiting for us to go to the gym because the gym is their best opportunity to do what they was gonna pull off or what they was trying to do. Because when you get in that gym up here in the mountains on Wallace Ridge, if you get up there in that gym and you get over there in that corner, right up under the tower. The tower is where we got the gym in there where people can play basketball, move around. It's just a gym this you know what I'm saying, this boxed off. But there's a tower right up there in the center. But if you get up under that tower, even with the gun, they can't see you. It's a blind spot on both sides and in the front of the tower if you close back up against the wall. So you can duck the gun. Anything else out there, you target practice. You target practice, they bust. You know what I'm saying? You get the arguing too loud, you get the bracing up on somebody, or you get the rumbling. Yeah, you target practice. You like, you know what I'm saying, you know, crabs in a barrel. Bam, they gonna bust you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else gonna have to get down too, or you gonna get bust. And the dog's ears coming, and their ears gonna chew on you like a chew toy. Up there at Wallace Ridge, Racers Wallace Ridge, you did? So, I guess their plot was to wait till they go to the gym. So all week they've been playing in the man's face, you know, plotting on his demise, and they don't even, you know what I'm saying, they don't even let him know. So when we get in the gym, me personally can feel vibes. I've been in penitentiary too long now. I can feel vibes. I can feel energy. It's something that I can't explain. It's only a person who's been locked up a long time can explain it to you. It's an energy you'll feel. It's like it comes out in the air. That's why I say it ain't good to say bad things. Always speak affirmations. Always speak positive, because I believe the energy is, you know, it's reciprocal. And I can feel the energy, man, like something ain't right up in here today. I know, and I'm going down here to work out. I'm going down here to do me some burpees, do me some push-ups, do me some jumping jacks. You know what I'm saying? Relieve all this stress that's upon me. And I get in there, and I'm like, they moving too slow. They moving too funny. They doing too much whispering. It's something going on, but I don't know what's going on at the time. So the particular dude that they plotting on, they get him over there in the corner. Him and the head man, this in our pod. So he talking to him, but they up under the you know what I'm saying, the gun tower. But I see a line of the other jokers just close by, and they doing this fake out like he talking and kicking, but all the time they laid in the cut. So as they talking or whatever, I'm watching. You dig? And man, dude asked him for something, and it's like he went to go in his pocket to get something. So that was just the fake out. So when he go in his pocket to get something, dude hit him with an uppercut. Bam, bam, uppercut, hook him, boom, boom. He hit the wall, slide down the wall, cover up. He holler, "What's up, blood? What's up, blood?" Boom, boom, boom. Just start wailing on him, start kicking him. I'm like, man, what this sheezy? Joe Cleasy? Cause this is brother beating him down, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he balling up like he don't want to fight back. Even if he was capable of fighting back, it's like he don't want to fight back because he hollering, "What's up, bro? What's up, bro?" Boom. As he doing that, they start lining up on the wall. They got one dude looking at the tower. He looking at the tower. Boom. Soon as he back up off of him, another dude get up on him and just start wailing on him. Boom, 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 boom. Kicking him. Boom. Another one. I'm talking about 5-6 dudes back to back, bro. They kicking the dude all in the face, stomping on his head. He done slid down to the ground like this in the fetal position. They stomping on his head, kicking him all in the face, punching them all in the body, kicking them all in the behind. Then this about 4-5 jokers back to back. Then another one come up, and then another one. Then you got 2 of them on. Man, they strip him naked. They start ripping his clothes off, man. And he hollering, and you know what I'm saying? But he bust up now. You can literally see the knots starting to grow, blood flowing. And I'm like, man, they doing this dude dirty, and this one of they dudes. Man, they rip all his clothes off, man. And then the other joker come up there with the little poker, man, and just start hitting him. Man, I'm like, man, they trying to kill it, boy. They trying to kill it, boy, man. Man, they done pulled the man clothes off, got the man naked over there bleeding. They done stabbed the man up. They done kicked the man, punched the man. All of this stomped on his head and leave him laying there in the corner because one of the dudes hollered while he did look out. He said, hold up. They sat up, they push him back over in the corner. They look, the dude will come over there and look. That's why I tell you, they're not going to save your life in there. Yeah, newsflash, they not gonna save your life in there. You always in danger. The only danger you ain't in is what you can stop from being done to you by you. You know what I'm saying? He look over there, just see what's going on, see everybody moving around, playing little ball, because dudes keep on playing ball. He go on back about his business, and they commence to whooping and stomping on him again. I'm going to tell you the truth, I thought they done murked the boy. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it looked like he went out of consciousness a few times, but he come back because he's still getting assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Because one time, whether he was just playing possum, he was just laying there in there. You could see him breathing and breathing, but his body won't move. But then as soon as them punches and kicking started to come, he started balling up and folding up again. So it's like he went in and out of consciousness. And I'm saying to myself, man, they dragging him. And I know the philosophy, they doing it because they know dudes looking too. So they overkilling to let people know that they vicious, that they violent, that they'll go there, that this how hard they'll go. But you doing it to your own people. That's the point that don't get by me. You know what I'm saying? The message they trying to send to everybody else, I can understand it from that standpoint. We in prison. When you go, you got to go. Because everybody's looking. Everybody is, you know what I'm saying, want to know what, you know what I'm saying, how you coming. And you letting them know this how we coming. So it's a message to the population, but it's a message being sent by their own people. See what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no pushback. Who gonna get his back? Y'all his back. Ain't gonna be no retaliation. Who gonna retaliate? Y'all his retaliation. The only thing they got to do is duck the police. You see what I'm saying? So it's diabolical, bro. It's diabolical, man. So you talking about joining these gangs in the penitentiary, bro. This is what can be you. By your own people. You could be used as an example. You could be used as a scapegoat. You could be used to, you know, impress the population of the gang's violence. You know what I'm saying? You, one of them. And this is what you want to join? Man, I think not. You better think again. You better think again. You better think again, bro. And that was crazy, man, the way they dragged that boy like that, man. I just kept that in my brain. And I knew in my mind, if I got to deal with these gangs in any capacity, I was going to have no mercy. Because I know they won't going to have it for me. You know what I'm saying? And thank God in the squad I ain't had to never get physical with no type of gang dudes because I was not going to be playing, bro. No, bro. See, because everything you see in the penitentiary, you got to equate that as it could possibly be you. You know what I'm saying? And I just couldn't see myself being in that type of position. But I know that dealing with them, you know what I'm saying, in any type of physical thing, it can be like that because they coming in numbers. It ain't the force, it's the numbers that they coming in, you know. So yeah, man. And then what made the thing so bad, to me, which made it so tragic, that, you know, when it was all said and done, man, it's like a week or 2 weeks later, this boy had to be flown out to the hospital and everything, you know. So it's like a week or 2 weeks later, they say the information won't correct. The information won't correct. The information won't correct. So you done did all of this to your brother, man, and the information won't correct, bro. How you go back from that? You know what I'm saying? How? You see what I'm saying? And why don't that scare the rest of y'all that somebody else can send information about y'all that's incorrect and your own people turn on you? Why don't that even register with them? This ain't what I need to be doing there, man. So we know I done participated in this. We done did all this to him, and that's a bad information. So what if somebody put bad information about me? I don't want to be a part of this type of thing. Is this what we doing? This is how we moving? But they can't think that far. They too deep in it. And then now once you join, then they ain't letting you get out. But by that same way. See what I'm saying? So yeah, man, don't be thinking going in prison and you gonna get in the game that you good, that you Gucci, that you alright, that you gonna be. No, bro, you in danger. You were possibly even in more danger, Will Robinson. You possibly in more danger, Will Robinson. You did? Like I say, the administration on your top, your name has been put in a database. Everywhere you go from prison to prison to prison, you're going to be gang related. You're going to have to deal with the gang investigator. He going to have to talk to you. He going to have this on file about you. It's in your jacket. All of that. Not even to mention the fact that you do this and do that to somebody, and then you get gone and get transferred, and you run into that person on the other camp, and these same dudes that was with you in the gang on this camp ain't built like this on this camp, and dude take your top off because you'll be by yourself. Or you could get put in a cell off the rip with somebody that you had participated in hurting on another camp, and that's his people. Unbeknownst to you. You too late. You by yourself. You did? So, man, it's deeper than what you think, man. It's deeper than what you think. But I would advise you youngins not to join no gang, period. I'd advise you youngins not to do nothing to put yourself in the penitentiary. I would advise you youngins to find a career, find a job, find a hobby that don't involve penitentiary. Because it ain't going to be nothing like you think it is. It ain't going to be nothing like you heard unless you heard it over here. Ain't gonna be nothing like that. No movie, no TV series, no fairy tale. This real life, man, and real loss of life going on every day. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. We out here. We bringing it like ain't nobody bringing it, man. Yeah, because we telling the truth over here, Ruth. You dig? Man, y'all talk to me in the comments. Make sure y'all hit the hype button. Make sure you share the videos. Make sure you get it to somebody who need to hear it, man. We out here. We pushing that P 24/7, 365. Trying to keep them alive. Let's go. Boom.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.